Former baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, had fans all over the globe worried recently as he was photographed being pushed through a Florida airport in a wheelchair. Turns out everything was fine, however, as the ex-heavyweight champ recently allayed any concerns surrounding his health with a quick glimpse of his new physique. Today, we are discussing Mike's new physique following his recent health scare, so stay right where you are. Let's get straight into it then. What's going on? Tyson had combat sports fans everywhere concerned recently as he was pictured being pushed through an airport whilst seated in a wheelchair. A couple of weeks later, the man himself revealed it was all a big misunderstanding as he was simply suffering from a bout of sciatica, which can be excruciating. Iron Mike was taking part in a photo shoot for Drake's OVO brand when he performed a quick wardrobe change. Of course, anyone who listens to his podcast will know he is still active in the gym and even fought Roy Jones Jr. in an exhibition about a few years back, in which he looked in great shape. Mike was spotted changing his shirt and showing off some huge shoulder and neck muscles, whilst also looking healthy on the face. Tyson had raised concerns about his overall health a few months back on his Hotboxing podcast when he said, "We're all gonna die one day, of course. Then when I look in the mirror, I see these little spots on my face. I say, wow, this means my expiration date is coming close really soon." However, his recent public appearance showed the 56-year-old as the picture of health, thankfully. Tyson has long suffered from alcohol and drug dependency issues, so it is good to see him fit and healthy once again. What did you guys think of Mike Tyson's physique? Pretty ripped, right? Mike has been spotted smoking a blunt with a wrestling legend next. Stay with us. It is no secret at all that Mike Tyson likes the odd joint. Well, let's be real here. It's more than the odd joint. The man reportedly spends around $40,000 per month on the herbal remedy, which is quite the habit. Good job it's legal these days, right? At a recent cannabis conference in the Windy City of Chicago, Tyson was spotted with another sporting legend, a certain Ric Flair. The Nature Boy posted a clip online of him blazing up with Tyson on the mean streets of Chi-Town, while simultaneously sharing a few laughs for good measure. The former WWF WWE superstar captioned the video with "smoking that Ric Flair drip all night long with @Mike Tyson" before treating fans to his signature "woo." The pair weren't taking it easy on the old puff puff either. They lit up multiple blunts throughout the conference. The two were also spotted at a Super Bowl event a couple of years back alongside Rick Ross in Miami, which fans absolutely loved too. It is great to see a pair of legends like Tyson and Flair enjoying their later years and seemingly not interested in what others might think about their weed habits, nor should they. However, they still have some way to go to match the toking capabilities of West Coast hip-hop icon Snoop Dogg, whom Tyson has spoken of in the past, saying, "Nobody smokes more weed than Snoop." What did you guys think of Tyson and Flair lighting up together? Next up, Jake Paul has called out Tyson. Embarrassingly, for 25-year-old Paul, he has this week challenged Mike Tyson to a boxing fight just weeks after the former heavyweight champ was pictured in a wheelchair. The YouTuber is set to go up against Anderson Silva at the end of next month, with most legitimate combat sports enthusiasts hoping the Brazilian can shut him up once and for all. There have been persistent rumors over the past 12 to 18 months that Paul and Tyson were trying to put something together which would see the pair face off in the squared circle, but that seemed to have been quashed after a frail-looking Tyson was pictured in a wheelchair recently. Of course, Jake Paul has no concept of reading the room, so he probably didn't see anything wrong with calling out a man who had been rumored to be suffering from ill health. But that didn't stop him from naming Iron Mike when asked if there was anyone else he would like to face. He said, "Mike Tyson, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I have so much respect for him. He's another one of my idols, and I think he said he wanted to do the fight. Mike, where you at, bro? You said it on Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or one of the Jimmys, so let's make it happen. Hopefully we don't have to put up with this nonsense much longer after Anderson teaches him a lesson." Give us your thoughts on Paul below. News of Khamzat Chimaev comparing himself to the great Tyson next. Stay tuned. After last weekend's embarrassing missed weight at UFC 279, you would have thought Khamzat Chimaev would be keeping a low profile, but oh no. Like many others who taste a small amount of success, Khamzat believes he is the best thing since sliced bread right now, and of course, he does have the skills to back up those claims. However, modesty isn't one of those skills. Regularly threatening to smash everybody, Khamzat refused to apologize for his extraordinarily poor behavior at UFC 279, instead deciding to go on the offensive, comparing himself to the legendary boxer while he was at it. He said, "I'm the most dangerous guy here. I've got guns for everyone. I'll kill everybody. I'm here for all the belts in the UFC. I'm the black belt here. I'm the best boxer. I'm Mike Tyson. I'm Muhammad Ali." Khamzat is predominantly a wrestler who likes to drag opponents into deep waters before pounding them into oblivion, so his suggestion that he is the best striker in the UFC are probably some way off. I mean, he would almost certainly get lit up by Izzy and Alex Pereira in a boxing match, and plenty of fans didn't have his comments either, with most appreciating his wrestling skills, but also going in on the fact that he didn't land any punches before wrestling Holland to the floor recently. Give us your take on Khamzat's claims below. Tyson has been discussing his shifting political views next. Stay with us. with us. Regular listeners to Mike Tyson's podcast will be all too aware that he doesn't usually discuss his own personal leanings when it comes to politics, but he did give fans a little insight into the way he thinks these days, speaking out in a recent interview. The former two-time world champion was asked to give his thoughts on his home state governor, Ron DeSantis, given the fact that he now resides in Florida. Skillfully dodging the question in the manner that DeSantis himself would be proud of, Tyson wouldn't be drawn into commenting on the governor, but he did explain why, going on to say that if he starts talking about his real political views, his friends will disown him. Tyson revealed that he no longer talks about politics in public, accusing the U.S. media of stealing his freedom of speech during the build-up to the 2016 presidential race. Mike did go on to give fans an idea where on the spectrum he currently sits, saying, "When I was younger, I was an all-out liberal, but as I got older and I look at my children, I see what's out there in the world, I get a little conservative." And that's fair enough, of course. I mean, it's his life. He finished by saying, "It's common sense looking at the world we have now. You want safety." And finally, Tyson has weighed in on the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight. Stay tuned. As the finishing touches are currently being put on the upcoming AJ versus Fury fight, Mike Tyson has given Joshua a spot of advice on how to beat the Gypsy King. It is thought the pair will go to war towards the end of this year, with Fury the clear favorite going into the fight, but Tyson has outlined a way for Joshua to get the better of his longtime rival. He recently sat down to discuss the fight with Eddie Hearn, saying, "Joshua is a masterful puncher, but you can see his punches coming. He telegraphs his punches." Calling Joshua out recently, Fury goaded him by calling him beltless, before saying, "I would like to give you the opportunity to fight me for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world in the next few months." Going on to assess Tyson Fury, Iron Mike warned AJ that his opponent has all the momentum by saying Tyson Fury is a fan fighter. The fans are in love with him. He has the momentum now. Whatever happens, this one is a fight British fans have wanted to see for decades and should be an absolute barn burner. Who you got? As usual, thanks for dropping in on us today. And remember to tune in again next time for some more fun and games. And why not do us a big favor by liking today's video, whilst also sharing it with any Tyson fans you might have lurking on those socials. Bye, guys.